Good morning, beautiful people of the world. Today is Wednesday, June 28th. Oh my goodness. Today is today is my grandfather's birthday. When he died, he was 93. Wow. Today is his birthday. Well, happy heavenly birthday, Granddaddy. Happy heavenly birthday. He's sure he and my dad and my grandmother, my father's mother, and my aunt are all up there in heaven having a good old time. My grandfather was definitely a very special person. He was my best friend. We were so tight. Wow. Anyway, happy birthday, Granddaddy. Sending you hugs and kisses and love to heaven. Well, you guys, we are in another day to give God some glory and some grace, give God some glory and some praise for waking us up once again. Can the church say amen? Amen. So just to give you all a little update, that's what's happening here in our city. I told you all about the events that are coming up. So I don't know where you guys are in the country, but we've been having this crazy air quality going on in Chicago, and it has came from Canada. So yesterday, our air quality here in Chicago was the worst. It was the worst anywhere else in the country. So it was very hazy, it was off yesterday, and I could feel it. You could actually even smell the smoke. So, I work outside for a living. Although yesterday, where we were like up under a viaduct, so I really wasn't directly in it, but I did feel it. I really did. And it just was a real kind of funny mist in the air. But anywho, it kind of like is bothering a lot of people's sinuses. And then my son, he doesn't have asthma, but he got something else. And my niece has asthma, and she was saying that she was using her inhaler a lot. So it wasn't a good day at all. It wasn't a good day for the air mask in Chicago. But today it seems a little better. The sun is out a little bit, which is making it, like I said, just a little bit better. As of course you all know, I'm running late. I say this every time I get on here. This week has really been a challenge because of the air quality. It's just like it's making me tired. I'm tired from the past weekend, from the reunion. It's just, it's Wednesday, and I said it's gonna take me 5 whole days for my body to get right, because I don't go out like that. I don't party anymore. I just don't party anymore. I miss it? In some ways, I do. I love music. I love house music. So, but I try to be in the house. I try really hard to be in the house early because it is so much stuff going on in these streets. So I try to be in early. But anyway, so I don't know if you guys have heard about this thing that happened here in Chicago. and you can give me your opinion about it. So there was a young lady who has a 14-year-old son. And like I said, you all probably have heard it in your local news by now. I don't know if it has hit world news or not, or if it's just local news here in Chicago. But anyway, they went to a fast food restaurant over here on the south side of Chicago where I live. And they went over there to buy some food. Well, the mother is in line placing her order. I don't know when this transpired or when this guy or whatever, when he showed up. But he comes in the restaurant, and like I said, I don't know at what point he walks up. But anyway, they ended up getting into an altercation. And he tells her if she says one more thing, he gonna knock her out. Now I'm giving y'all the short version of the story because I don't know the full story. You know what I'm saying? Now you saw me trying to get over here. So he comes up and he like I said, they start having this argument, right? So he tells her if she says one more thing, he gonna knock her out. So whatever the next thing that she said to him, he started wailing on her like she was a freaking punching bag in the gym. When I tell you all, it was brutal and violent, to say the least. So now the story is that when they got into the altercation, that she texted her son and told her son to come into the restaurant and to bring her gun. Now she is a conceal and carry, meaning that she had, a license to carry a weapon. But within the video, they show the son standing in the doorway. Okay, now I don't know if he saw what was going on as he was sitting in the car. I don't know. But he's standing there in the doorway, okay? As this man is plummeting him, pounding on her. I mean, plummeting, not him, on her. But you see the son reach into his hoodie in the pocket and pull out a gun, and he shoots the guy who was beating up his mother. He shoots him. The guy stumbles. The guy is able to get out of the restaurant. They follow him out of the restaurant, and the son continued to shoot him. He killed him. So when the story first broke, when the news first broke about this story, all of us, everybody was like, oh my God, why would she have her son come and kill this man, blah, 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 blah. But nobody had seen the full video of her being hit the way that she was hit. So her and her son on the video, they follow him out. They kill him in the parking lot. I think he ran behind a dumpster or something. And they leave. 3 days later, she turns herself in with her son. She's arrested and put in jail, her and the son. The state's attorney's office, Cook County state's attorney, whatever, they dropped all the charges after the video surfaced on Facebook and everywhere else of this man beating her. Now, I don't know if she told the police when she went in there what the story was or whatever, but they arrested her, and I think she was in jail they were in jail for like 3 to 5 days or something like that. So after the video surfaced, they dropped the charges. and her son are free. She is now suing the city of Chicago and 4 police officers because she said that she was unlawfully, arrested. So now that she's done this, it's a lot of, hoopla, about should she be filing a lawsuit or not. So I wrote it on Facebook last night because I wanted to understand, why would she file a lawsuit? Because in my opinion, they said that it was in self-defense, which it was, okay? Here's the problem that I had with this whole thing. What I don't understand, I'm still not clueless, but I'm still not understanding why she's asking for money from the city and from the police. Because if you shoot somebody and then you killed him, I don't get it. So, but what I don't know, and what I'm trying to find out, is what transpired when she got to the police station. What was the story that she told, and what did I don't know. I'm confused. But anyway, the point, this is what I want to say in regards to that whole situation, because it's tragic all the way around. Okay, she's got a 14-year-old who has now shot this man, okay, and killed him. So what kind of trauma is he experiencing or going to experience behind this? And then you have her who, I don't know if she went to the hospital after this happened. I don't know. But like I said, I don't know how the altercation started. But it's just a tragic situation for her, for the young teenager, and, the guy that was killed. But the way that this man beat her, when I saw the video, I said to myself, this is an abuser. This is a guy who is used to beating on women. He was too comfortable. You know what I'm saying? He was too comfortable. You say one more thing, I'm going to knock you out. Say one more thing. And then he just, is punching her like a punching bag. So this is my opinion about this situation. Wasn't there, don't know what all transpired, how it escalated to the point that it did. But let me say this. I'm going to say this to everybody on here looking at this video, wherever you may be in the world. There comes a time that when you know that a situation is about to go left, sometimes, even if you had paid your money, you always get money back. Sometimes it is best to walk away. I'm going to say it one more again. Sometimes it is best to walk away. Walk away. It is not that important to keep arguing with a motherfucker that you know has got some screws loose. And apparently this dude has some screws loose. He didn't know this woman. How you feel so comfortable hitting on somebody that you don't even know? You just punching her. Now, I also heard that he had put, his girlfriend was also in there, and she's on the video laughing. Okay? And the story, the other part of the story was that the mother told him to shoot her. Okay? Don't know if that part of the story is true or not. That part hasn't come out. But it has circulated that he had just put the girlfriend in the hospital 2 weeks before this incident happened. And so when I heard that, I could believe that because of the way in which he was beating on a stranger. Not saying beating on somebody you know is right either, but you didn't know this woman. Okay? Now I'm going to say this, and I'm going to say this. Do I feel like he got what he deserved? Yeah, I do. Because you've got to understand that you cannot beat on somebody and think there's no consequences behind it. It's tragic because he was killed, but I certainly understand it, because I do believe that if I was in that situation and I had a concealed and carry gun and my gun was in the car, my son would have got that gun and shot him too. But what I'm saying here is that as an adult, as a person who's out here in these streets, you can't argue with people. You can't argue, because that whole situation could have been handled differently on her end, because she saw that he was cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, and she should have left the hell up out of there. I wouldn't have kept having that back and forth with him. I just would not have. I would have been like, I'm out. I would have left that food there, and I would have got in my car with my child and got away so that me and my son would have been safe. That's what I would have did. Okay? I'm not finna go back and forth with nobody. I'm just not going to do it. It's not worth it. What are you trying to prove by doing that? And I want to say this to everybody. We are living in a different time. We are living in a different time. We're not living in the same times that we were living in even 10 years ago. Okay? We're not living in a time where it was 5 years ago. People are crazy. They're crazy. Anytime you hear about people shooting people on the expressway, or people shooting people because this person cut them off, or because this person didn't like the way the other person looked. I mean, we're living in a different time. We're living in a different time. And so the goal for everybody is to get home safely. That should be your number one goal before anything else. How can I make it back home safely? To keep going on and on with a person, what point are you trying to prove? I've been in situations where I've ran up on ignorant mofos. And if they ignorant, that should tell you that they have no that they care. In other words, that they don't care about doing anything to you. So I want to say this to you all: when you all are out and you get in the situations occur or arise with you or whatever, it depending on what the situation is, try your best to make it home. Try your best to make it home. Because life is more important, and your safety is more important than trying to prove a point. And I've gotten into arguments with people in restaurants, in the grocery store, or whatever. People waiting in line, all this old stupid stuff, or whatever. I've been in situations like that. But what I know today is that people are not the same. That's what I know. People are not the same. Even with driving, people are not the same. You know, what they care about, shooting you, hurting you, killing you, stabbing you in broad daylight amongst other people around, they don't care. They don't care. So it's a really bad situation. They did drop the charges, but if I were her as a mom, I would get my son some help, get him some therapy, because I'm sure speaking of ignorant people, now you can't go back off. You can't go no faster. Where you think you're going? You in a whole line of traffic. Anywho, if I was a mom, I would get my son some therapy, because he certainly is going to need it, because that's just a mess. Just a whole mess. It's just so messy. But he's gonna need some therapy. It's really bad. And it's sad. Let's see, can I get in this parking space? Let's see, I think I can. Let's see. Yeah, I can get in here. So I just shook my head. You know, I'm like, oh, she moving up. Thank you. I'm like, this ain't good. You know, it's just the whole thing is just sad. It's a sad situation. But I just got on here to say that, you know, do your best not to argue with people if you can. It ain't worth it. It really just ain't worth it. Because now, you know, there's going to be some trauma behind that. You know, it's going to be some trauma. And like I said, we just live in a different time. We just live in a different time. People don't give a damn about life at all anymore. They don't care. They really just do not care. So you guys, I'm gonna get off of here, and I'll come back on tomorrow and chit chat with you all and see how you all are doing, and come talk to you all about something else, because you know, girl, it's always something going on. Always something going on all the time. But I hope you all so far this week, hope you all have had a good week, and that you remain safe. More than anything, that you remain safe and that you make it back home. That's the #1 goal. That's what we all trying to do. I ain't trying to hurt nobody, and I'm not trying to get hurt. You know what I'm saying? So have a good day. I'll be back tomorrow. We got 2 more days, y'all. 2 more days. And so, yeah, I'll be back tomorrow, because I want to tell you all, I'm going to look at another house today at 5 o'clock Chicago time. And I'll let you all know about that house. Okay? All right, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.